Hey everybody, Mimty here, and we're going to be bringing you a series like none other. We will be completing the game tile by tile in hopes to complete every quest in RuneScape. Here are the rules. Our current rules state that tiles cost only 1000 EXP until we reach 2 mil EXP, where they will become 2k each. With our current rules, I cannot teleport to a place I haven't walked to. This includes minigame teleports and jewelry teleports, but does not include any transportation like ships. Random events and travel instances do not count towards our tiles. Any instance that I cannot forcefully interact with, for example, Nightmare Zone, will not eat a tile from my stash. Now that all that is clear, let's get right into it. This is a bit into the future, but shout out to this wonderful lad for subscribing, and I hope he's a good influence and that you like and subscribe too. It costs you nothing and it really helps the channel. Just a heads up, some of the audio in this is a little bit scuffed because my microphone's not the best, but I hope you enjoy it nonetheless. Level, and that is our first tile unlocked. I won't be cropping out any of this bar stuff on the bottom, and most of this will be level compilations just for now. That's 5 defense, and let's get on with the next level compilation. Unlocking the next tile on our account, getting closer and closer to that spawn, and here is another level compilation. I started stacking some of the guams and burying the bones. Bones are, speed up the XP a little bit, but I was stacking the guams and the ammunition, hoping that I could maybe get to the gnome. But ultimately later on I do decide just to drop them just because it's not worth the space. And as for right now, I am allowed to die, but once I reach the gates of Falador, I'm no longer allowed to die. No joke, these levels are taking almost an hour each. I mean, like this one was a little bit faster because it led to us getting more encounters, but this was a really slow process up until we unlocked the spawn for that NPC right above me, the green guy. Once we unlock his spawn, this gets a lot faster and we start basically doing this all the way to Falador. So unfortunately, pretty much all we have access to is combat and thieving, and that is what we do all the way to Falador, which I think is above 100 tiles. If it's not like 120, it's probably like high 90s. So this is what we did the entire time, stacking up whatever we could. At the end of this, I do believe we had around 900 bronze bolts, but I did actually decide to go ahead and just throw away all the guams and stuff because they were taking too much space up and I wasn't going to be able to clean them for a long time. Just there I was just checking, and this is for attack right here, but I was just checking to make sure that it was as many tiles as I thought it was. Going back and looking at this footage, it really makes me think that maybe I picked probably the worst place I could have to spawn, because the only thing I was able to do was combat and thieving. Both of those would require me to lose health almost every instance that I attempted them, and I had access to no other skills and no food, so it was basically just like destined to die. But we pushed through. It took about 24 hours for us to get all the way to Falador. And since a lot of this is repetitive, and that is another tile for us, hooray. Since a lot of this is repetitive, I will be talking about some of the goals for the series, as well as some of the things that we're just going to need to do just because of exactly what it is that our series is trying to accomplish. Alrighty, so posted on the screen here is the total level and all of the stats necessary for completing every quest currently in RuneScape. Now I say currently because they could very well add another quest later on down the line, like they just added one for Tombs of Mascus. We also just got 10 strength and 13 health, hooray. That stuff will go on. Also I got a Runelight notification, also for prayer, so things are going good for us, but it is still a very rough grind. We are, I think, 2 or 3 tiles away from this spawn for this NPC, and that is really when this starts to speed up. Anyway, obviously in this episode we're making great gains towards that 50 attack, 50 strength. Our goal for the episode is to get to Falador, and the reason we're getting to Falador obviously is because we need access to another skill to train, and there is actually both a chicken spawn and there is a axe spawn in Falador. And once we get that unlocked, woodcutting will speed up this process like tremendously. So in the next episode, once we're in Falador, which it takes us 24 hours to get there, and when I say 24 hours I mean in-game hours, 24 in-game hours it took us to get to Falador. Once we do get there, and most of this was streamed by the way, we go on and we get the axe, and we're going to continue to unlock tiles like that. And our goal for next episode is going to be obviously stated in the next episode, but our goal for this episode is just to reach those beautiful pearly gates of Falador. After spawn camping him for so long and unlocking the iron dagger, this really became like a piece of cake. The iron dagger made it so that it hit zeros a lot less often, and I was hitting pretty hard. I think I maxed a 4 or 5 at the time, and I was really just decimating them. But as you can see, I pathed towards the stairs, and then I pathed all the way to the gates of Falador, which you can actually see on stream. Yes, I streamed the entire thing, all of my grinds, well, almost all of my grinds I stream on stream just to make it a little bit more authentic. I will link the streams playlist at the bottom in the comment section. I'll make a pin there, and I'll also put it in the description of the video. But that's pretty much all for episode 1. I really do appreciate you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It means the world to me, and it really motivates me and my editor. I have an editor now. It really motivates us to keep pushing, and of course we want to reach that 1,000 subscriber goal, and at 10,000, and at 20, 30, 40, go to the moon, you know, Dogecoin to the moon. That's what we're going for. I'm going to try to keep this as consistent as I can. My editor's been on my ass about uploading and stuff like that, so now we're up to it again, and I really hope that you guys join us for the journey.